some social network or the other. This is the one example actually I just picked up 2 slides. So this is Shopperstop SS, and if you look there, it's got some 4.3 million likes, and I took just another brand out of the blue. I mean, I could have taken Lifestyle or taken anything else. I took Globus, and they had some 69,000 likes. Now I'm sure, maybe half these likes have been bought and paid for, and sourced through some manner or the other. But the core point, what I want to make is, look at the difference. 70,000 versus 4 million. And even if that 4 million is 2 million, and even if the 70,000 is 30,000, it's a mammoth difference. And then if you try and pull what I was talking about, if you create some kind of commercial, share it on YouTube, have a sale, it automatically reaches so many people. Your need to keep on putting full page ads in Bombay Times becomes less important, because you have this whole large community of people who are able to kind of receive any kind of communication, whether it's a sale, whether it's a snap offer, whether it's some kind of celebrity that they've got on some store. You can get that out. I think there was today or yesterday, McDonald's had this thing on some World Breakfast Day, and they were giving yesterday.
World Breakfast Day.
Huh? All kinds of days, man. 365 days a day. Up to all kinds of days. And they were offering some. Now imagine if they had actually run this, not as an ad, but through social media. Possibly would have had I did visit a McDonald's. I don't know how many people went there, but I'm sure it would have had a far more kind of direct impact if you're saying, okay, I'm anyway passing by and maybe I just stop by, pick this up, the takeaway and go on. So the point I'm trying to make is, whatever you might be unequal offline because somebody is in 20 cities, you are in 10. Somebody is got more stores, got more marketing budgets. But what the online space, especially social media, allows you is actually allows you to create that multiple effect, create that level of evangelists. Let me not go through this. There is this. Let me see this place. I actually picked this up on the web. It's not coming on video, but I really like it.
We're upside down iceberg. And I'm Eric Curry. In the next 3 minutes, we're going to give you an overview of social.
While this says it's social media marketing, it actually is quite relevant for online. I thought this would be interesting. You guys hear the mic?
Check the speaker volume on your PC, on the laptop. Okay?
Down iceberg. I'm Jody Underhill.
And I'm Eric Curry.
In the next 3 minutes, we're going to give you an overview of social media, why it's critical to your business, and the secret formula to your success online.
The yellow pages, newspaper ads, and thanks to TiVo, even television commercials are going by the way of the 8-track player, the milkman, and the pony express.
Today, if people want to find out information, they go straight to the internet. People have access to the internet at their home, their office, in their car, and in many cases, even in their pocket. It's no wonder Google has over 200 million lookups every single day. With over 6 billion lookups every month, people are certainly looking up the products or services your company offers. If you're not putting that information online, who is?
There are tons of sites online that are making it simple for the average user to get content on the internet. These sites are referred to as social media because they use media. And since you're interacting with so many people on these sites, they're quite social. Some of the biggest challenges people have when trying to market their business through social media is where to start, how to effectively use their time, and how do they all work together.
Shh, don't tell anyone, but there are really only 4 steps. 1, find people. 2, give content. 3, capture their information. 4, stay in touch so you can sell them stuff. Here's another breakthrough in social media. You do not make money with social media. You make money by doing business with people that know, like, and trust you. You market with social media to develop relationships with people so they will know, like, and trust you. Then and only then will they buy from you. Instead of overloading yourself with thousands of social media sites, you can use some of the most popular search engine-friendly sites to accomplish these tasks. Find people interested in your products or services with the search tools from the 355 million people on Facebook, the 35 million business people on LinkedIn, or the estimated 50 million people who will be using Twitter by the end of the year.
Provide content, not commercials. Content on the sites like the second most utilized search engine, YouTube. You can also write articles for online magazines like eZine, or make your own mini website or lenses on Squidoo. You can make a blog or set up hub pages or do about anything that delivers content like how-to videos, frequently asked questions about your area of expertise. You then make a lead capture page which offers people something of high perceived value and ethical drive for giving you their name and email. This will allow you to send emails or newsletters and stay in touch with people who have requested more information from you and now see you as an expert.
What does all of this do? 1, it makes you credible. 2, increases referrals. 3, builds new relationships. 4, demands higher prices. 5, gives you outstanding visibility. 6, it increases familiarity. 7, builds trust. 8, you can then offer your product or services. 9, because you are the perceived expert. In other words, it makes you top of mind. It helps people know, like, and trust you.
Congratulations, you now get it. That's social media marketing. I'm Eric Currit.
I'm Jodian.
It's just a video I got while just surfing for stuff. And while it talks of social media marketing, what I want to end with is the way it kind of captures the process, which is just get content out, capture the information, start engaging, build trust, and then once you have this bunch of trusted users and followers, let that grow and keep measuring and keep doing testing out. That's it. Thank you.
If I can ask questions? Yeah. See, you said publish, share, discuss. And I did feel at that point that a fourth should have been added, which is move to action or move to zone of action, either of the two. And it seems to me very important in terms of how, which you think is preferable, move to action or move to zone of action, and trackability of that. Because after all, that is, the end purpose of all this.
Yeah, so again, I would actually take that one step. So you're absolutely right, but I would take that one step back to figure out, what is, so anything that you're putting out, what is the role of that? Everything and anything may not result in increased sales at that point of time, because part of it could just be, that you could just be thanking a bunch of, users who bought something on your last off-season sale. And if you're publishing that, then maybe something like that and gave every consumer a small badge. I'm just talking off my hat. But suppose you did something like that, maybe that helps you kind of engage more closely with those 1,000 buyers or 10,000 buyers or 100,000 buyers. So the objective behind everything that you put out may not be sales related, is all I'm saying.
Not sales related, but action related it should be.
It should be objective related.
Yeah, which is you want them to put up a badge so that their Facebook friends see, etc., etc. And hopefully even, I mean, you drive traffic, you know,
Yeah,
to your website and all that. And I think all this can be, for example, if you do your thank you very well, there should be a way of measuring increased repeat purchases from those people. You know, that's the end purpose of it all.
So, once you said test your campaigning with analytics, how it is done?
So in any campaign that you do, whatever the campaign, what you will do is figure out, you know, how many. So any campaign that you do, you will do 2-3 variations of this, or you can do it in 2-3 segments, and see what is number one, your response rate. That's one. That will determine, you know, what's your cost per user. So for example, you could set up a campaign on Google which gives you a very high number of click-throughs. But if all these click-throughs are not kind of converting into any sales at the end of it all, that may not be a good campaign. So, again, it's a function of how you define to an agency, or if you're doing it in-house, that it's not necessarily that I want a click-through rate of 1. I'm happy with, let's say, 0.6%. But as long as that leads to high conversion. And again, by test and learn, what I also mean is that could differ category to category. So for example, if you were selling air tickets, or if you're selling mobile phones and t-shirts on the same website, you want to have very, very different cost per clicks for you. Because the net value that you get on selling a mobile phone might be 300 rupees, while the cost, or the net value you get on selling a t-shirt will be 30 rupees.
Sir, my question is, who are those analytics? Whom should we approach to get these analysis done?
So Google itself, you can get a lot of analytics done on Google itself.
So Google will do these analysis?
Yeah. You set up an
And
AdWords
you have to pay
campaign.
for these analysis then?
Yeah. That's one. Second is, if everything is coming onto your website, you will know where that user is coming in from. And that itself is available to you. If you're sending out an email, you know what is the response rate to that email. So
can you open that page once, that page where it was written test your campaigning? I had one more question on that segment.
yeah.
Claim relevant keywords. What's the question?
So any keyword, so you know what a keyword is, right? It's,
Yeah, I know.
so for example, is it, and again, this is what you'll have to run multiple test and learn campaigns and see. Is it cheap tickets, Bombay Goa? Is it best deals, Bombay Goa? Is it great flights, Bombay Goa? So each of those keywords will have a different click-through rate and a different cost per click associated. So you may want to get, at the end of the day, transactions for your Bombay to Goa tickets. But it's what is the set of keywords which is actually giving you, an optimum kind of click-through rate and has a certain cost per click. Because Google is a bidding engine, right? So it could be that if you say best deals Bombay Goa, the amount that you're bidding for it would be very, very high, and maybe you're getting a lot of volume, but it's not really profitable enough. So it's again a function of what is your objective What are you chasing?
It's one last question.
We have a website which is the e-commerce site, and we have the pages wherein the images are a necessity. So I want to know what is the percentage or the ratio of text content related to the images, because what I have seen is that many websites, e-commerce websites, they have a very less textual content, because their whole website depends on the images, whatever the products they want to display. Okay, so is there any formula to recognize what should be the ratio of image and text content? Means textual content.
If you have an answer for that, I'll give you.
I'll give my answer. No, there is no formula. I mean, short. But there is, so if you're asking in terms of marketing and search engine optimization, there are obviously, and I'm sure there's an expert also standing there, there are also certain percentages that you should have some kind of keyword texted page. But as far as image to text, there is no percentage. Image, and again, why do e-commerce sites have a lesser number of text? It's because of clutterness. So text shows a lot of clutterness. So I've been running e-com sites for 9 years. We concentrate towards making it more photos and images because it's less cluttered. And again, you're selling based on that image. So you want to make sure that's what your page concentrates on, not on the text, which is there, but it's maybe moved down on the bottom of the page. But
yeah, I would say.
That means there is no definite ratio or the formula. When the crawler crawls the Google crawler crawls the whole net, what is it looking for? Is it looking for images, or is it looking for the name of the images? Is it looking for the text content?
So, if I really knew the percentages of that, I'd be in Silicon Valley right now.
No,
Just
how
just
does
to
it
add
help
on to
in
it,
how to improve in the SEO part, being an e-commerce?
look, there are two sides to SEO. And probably I'll add on to what Ashish and another thing attempted to say is that when you want to do well in SEO, put the customer first. Forget about the Google bot. Because the way you need to understand SEO is it's content for the user, labeling the content for the bot. But if you attempt to label too much for the bot and do less for the user, Google knows it. And as he says, if we knew it,
We know the percentages.
I would be in a little bit better position, probably where $1 million bandana there or something like that.
I'll be doing a video con from a yacht here.
But you need to test it out. And when you put a landing page, you say, I'm going to get 10% conversion on it, and that's your goal, and you're reaching it, be happy, go have a beer. Come back tomorrow and say, I'm going to do something today to push it to 11%. You increase the images, it goes to 8%, you know that not happening. So you put it to, or push it to, whatever. You need to continuously test it out, experiment it.
One thing, I've seen that when I search for any generic terms, like online shopping or buy online, all these generic terms, there are fixed number of websites that appear on the first page of Google. Okay, Snapdeal, Flipkart, Jabong. These specific sites appear on the first page, and they are there at the end also. Till the end they are there. Means what is the process means? What is the Google looks for? Why the other sites are not there?
So
Are they paying for it? Means what? Because they have already
paying for it.
It's not paid for,
They're not paying for it for sure. I can guarantee that. I know it.
No, because
I
The
don't
number
pay
of
for it and get
transactions,
there.
number of transactions and links
No,
plays a
it's
big
like this.
No,
When you,
let me complete. They are there in the paid section also. Their name appears in the paid section also, and also in the organic search, their name is there. Means, how is it? I don't understand. What is the formula that Google?
2 plus 2 is equal to 4 doesn't apply here. If it was 2 plus 2 yesterday, Google will say 7, and today it will say 8. It uses a different algorithm.
Thank you, Ratu.
Google algorithm changes every 3 to 6 months. So there is no consistent way.
It is like this. I'll tell
What
you.
works 3 months ago or 6 months ago will not work.
Yeah, I'm aware of it. But the thing is how they are appearing.
So they're doing the game right, sir. They're putting more goals. They're scoring more. They're not getting out. The wicket is not thrown out. They're playing the game well. Therefore, they come in there. Coming back to that question, probably I'll take a minute. Google has about 270 plus parameters that it considers before it ranks a page. And I know in 2010, so it's 2 years old, they changed the algorithm 467 times in a year. Now, go figure out 270 parameters, 460 times. Do you want to write the content for the user and be happy about it? Or do you want to label the content and attempt to play game the Google? I would be using the user because I know customer-centric customers. Okay, thanks with it. What I wanted to do,
if I can just add, but fundamentally, it's PageRank which Google defines, which shows you how relevant you are. But it's a function of very basic stuff, which is the site, the number of users, how it's kind of constructed, how often